My name is Charlene Tonaydin. I love to draw. I like listening to happy music and hanging out with my cats. My experience with expressing my voice includes expressing my political views through art. I drew a piece that tried to connect the experiences of my ancestors in Japanese American incarceration camps to the current migrant detention at the border.
My name is Kadir Scott. I do visual art. I found my voice through art just by being in different programs that influenced my passion for art. Art is important to me because it is just amazing. Simple art is like a creative outlet for a lot of people, and so it's like a way of communication without really communicating.
My experience with expressing my voice has come mainly through teaching. I've also done a lot of work around HIV and AIDS awareness, and I've done a lot of work around genocide awareness. And those two things have really helped me to find that I care about humanity and I want to do things to try to bring awareness and raise people's consciousness about things going on around the world that we often put in the dark. When we talk about millions of people dying in a mass situation like genocide, that number really doesn't do anything for you. And as I sat there and watched kids kind of gloss over when I would say 6 million, 7 million, it didn't do anything. And so I decided to try to figure out a way to help kids understand what millions really looked like. And so we decided to equate one person to one individual thing. And what we decided to equate that to was a grain of rice. I had a student who sat at the edge of the cloth, and after I dumped out all the rice, that student separated 2 little tiny grains off to the side and brushed all the other rice aside. And then she started to cry. She said, "What you don't know is that my brother and my father were killed in the Bosnian genocide." She had gone back to Bosnia, and they actually did work together with an organization to uncover mass graves and identify bodies through DNA matching. And they found the gravesite of her father and her brother. And she brought me this little jar of empty bullet shells. These bullet shells were actually from that gravesite of her brother and her father. We have a voice, but this empty bullet shell also has a voice. It's the voice of silence. And I was given privilege and I was given this place to live and be, but that's not the case all around the world. And that my voice, because it was given a platform to speak out of safety, that my voice had to be louder than an empty bullet shell.
I work for Beyond Differences. It's a nonprofit that is dedicated to ending social isolation online and on campuses. The expression of my voice is the way I deliver professional development. It's very individualized, and my focus in terms of professional development and in terms of working with teachers and teens as well is to foster their potential, to inspire and to foster the potential of teachers and teens. The teens with whom I work know who I am and trust me. And that's evolved over time. It's something I feel I've had to learn, to listen, but also to earn. Really interesting. I think one of the teens with whom I work was ready to drop out of school about 2 years ago. That was kind of a defining moment in terms of turning him around to focus on his strengths. My sense of it is that it's an evolving relationship that I have with teens. It's one of transparency and trust.
I have seen my art make an impact on people because I think that bridging those connections between the past, for example, like Japanese American incarceration, and the present with ICE officials taking away undocumented immigrants, it brings it to life that we're not doing much to stop this repetition of history.
I just want to inspire people to shake off their apathy. If we could all shake off this apathy that we've accepted, then I think somehow we would all find that we have this innate beauty in us that can go out and make changes.
I think it's important to realize that we have more strength than sometimes we recognize. We have to tap into that. And the strength that we find as you get to know and solidify who you are as young people, you find it in very strange places sometimes. But it all serves to inform who you are. And to never forget the power that you have in the world and to use it wisely.